Journey to Hell Freak Nights is back at Blackpool Pleasure Beach from the 13th of October, and they've returned with some pretty exciting scare experiences, and they've been silently adding to the roster with the return of an interesting on-ride experience, and I'm here to give you all the details on this haunting event. Number 1. The Legend of the Cursed River Caves is back, with Possessed, and it was a hit last year, taking you through the river caves in the dark with only a lantern guiding you. Evil spirits are lured out in the darkness by the hum of drumbeat, and you are the unlucky explorer to discover these creatures. I'm sure there will be more actors in the experience this year, now they've had a year to consider how to get around the water issue. But even if there were no actors, it would still be terrifying, as I was accidentally treated to a lights-off tour around the dinosaurs last year, and I've never had more fun. This has the potential to be very creepy, especially if they add in some quiet drums to give an unsettling whisper beneath the sound of water breaking around the boat. Number 2. Twisted Tunnels is Hell Tunnel's creative cousin, taking you back to the 1920s for a trip into the forgotten service tunnels beneath the park. By the description, it takes place around Christmas time in a workshop. There is a possessed Santa creature in the poster artwork, but it doesn't load very well on the website. But this is exciting. 1920s era clothing, big coats that look like shadows, woodworking equipment to make toys, combined with the cold whistle of the Blackpool breeze, could make for a haunting experience if they nail the theme. I think that the butcher theme, used in the predecessor Hell Tunnels in scare mazes, is a bit overused, so something that preys on a seemingly innocent holiday introduces an interesting element of tension. Number 3. The ghost train is back in the station for the Vault of Shadows, and I love how they're incorporating live scare experiences with rides. The ghost train is perfect for hiding people behind its sharp corners and shadowy set pieces. This year, it will focus on the ghostly inhabitants rather than Day of the Dead, including a wailing bride, eerie footsteps, but there is no mention of the most iconic figure of the ride, Cloggy. Either way, I think that using the already spooky vibes of this classic ride, where the mirrors on the walls scare me every time, and combining it with its history in ghost hunting is a great idea, and I can't wait to see how they've improved it. Number 4. The Impossible Freak House is back again, turning the illusion house of the park into the home of your nightmares, especially for those afraid of clowns. Circus music is the soundtrack for these sinister clowns who roam the maze. I'm sure they'll be using the disorienting aspects of the venue once again to create a weird atmosphere. The clowns are the staple of Freak Nights, having appeared from the very first instalment in the Puzzle Hedge Maze by Revolution, and it looks like they're here to stay. But even though I'm not scared of clowns, they're guaranteed to give a few people a scare that will haunt them for weeks. It's a foolproof scare. Number 5. CarnEvil is back, but it's classed as a new scare, so it must have been overhauled. The story is themed to the Day of the Dead, where spirits lurk in the shadows with messages for the living, although there may be something more disturbing lurking in these shadows. I'm hoping that rather than this being a maze, it takes place on a wider path, like a Universal-style scare zone, with plenty of fog so that the scare actors can be blanketed in mist and blend into the dancing foliage in the dark park, to add to a tense atmosphere. The performance will definitely make or break the zone. It can be quite hard to make a skull mask scary, unless they take the zombie route. So these actors will have to use great timing and vocal skills to execute scares, but I'm confident the Pleasure Beach performers will smash it. Number 6. We have Caro, Loco, Dodgems, which is the most peculiar little add-on to the experience. Perhaps it's spooky whiplash? I think it could be a fun little break from the adrenaline-pumping scares of the night. Number 7. The Lost is back, and here's to hoping it's still in the Nickelodeon crater, or as we all love it, the Space Invader building. Souls are trapped in a supernatural realm and can't get out, and you have the pleasure of wandering through this cursed space to marvel at all the creatures. Feedback from last year mainly commented on how cool it was to finally re-enter the space after 14 years of wondering if it was falling to pieces or being used for storage, but it also touched on how the theme was not consistent, featuring a few too many empty walls, but when the theme was focused on, the design was really solid. Perhaps the immense space won't be reused for that reason, but they have been really great at acting on feedback for this fairly new scare event, and so we'll probably see some frightening new concepts explored in this maze. Lastly, the experience I'm so excited to have back, Dark Icon. An exhilarating take on the silky smooth Mack Rides launch coaster of the park. This scare attraction originally took you on a blindfolded trip around its course, throwing you into sharp twists as if you were being dragged by a spirit. Will they bring back the blindfold? I'm not sure. When Dark Icon first made its appearance, Journey to Hell was a guided story experience where groups were made to wear blackout hoods as part of the tour. They might just turn the lights off, but that would be no fun. A true blind ride would allow you to feel every pop of airtime without time to prepare, and I'd love to give it a go. Do all of these mazes sound too good to miss? Well, ticket prices are about the same as last year, at a fixed rate of £39.50 on all nights for the standard package, or £51.50 to throw in Pasaje del Terra if the mazes just aren't enough. So, if you're over 10, get yourself down to the pleasure beach for some nightmarish fun in the cruelly cold darkness of an October night. If you enjoyed this video and want to see more, make sure to like, comment and subscribe. Bye bye!